Hi guys, welcome to Easy Peasy Gardening. I'm your gardener friend Ruchi, and today I want to talk about deadheading annual flowering plants. So first of all, what is deadheading? Deadheading is removing dead flowers from the plants. So as flowers they start to fade away, you prune them off, and that's what is called deadheading. So the next question is that why is deadheading important? So for annual flowering plants, you have to understand that their life cycle is pretty short. So in one season, they grow from seeds to plants and they produce flowers, then they produce seeds, and then eventually they die, all in one season. So the season is pretty short, like 3 to 4 months. They grow from seed to plant to flower to seeds, and then they die. So if you think about all the species on this planet, their main objective is to propagate and then die. So for these annual flowers also, when they produce flowers and then they produce seeds, they think their job is done and then they die. But if you snip off the faded flowers, which are not looking beautiful in any case, the seeds will not form. And when the seeds don't form, plants think that, oh, they need to produce more flowers to produce seeds. So they'll produce more flowers. And once those flowers fade away, you again snip them off. And then again, plants are thinking that, they don't have any seeds, so they'll keep on producing more flowers. So basically, you're kind of tricking the plants to produce more blooms. So that's the main advantage of deadheading flowers. And of course, a side effect of that is that, your plants look more beautiful because, when the flowers are fading away and they are drying up, the plants don't look that beautiful. So when you snip them off, they look more tidy. So I'm going to show you how to deadhead the plants. But before that, let's talk about perennials also. So perennials are the plants which are evergreen plants, or even if they are not evergreen, they bloom year after year. You have to plant them once and then they keep on blooming year after year. So in case of perennials, deadheading is not that important because they are not going to die after producing the blooms. So, but if you are able to snip off the dead flowers, they may produce more blooms. So it is beneficial even for perennials, but not as much as in case of annual plants. So in case of perennials, I'll show you how to deadhead birds of paradise and roses. And for annuals, I have marigolds, but I don't see any dead flowers yet, so I can't show you how to deadhead marigolds, but I'll show you how to do it in cosmos. But any annual flowering plants, you can apply the same technique. So here are my cosmos plants, and you can see they are blooming very nicely. So let's find some dead flowers. So here you see that in this stem, this flower is dead and this flower is not. So you just start going back on this flower stem which is dead and find a place which is from where a healthy stem is growing. So this is healthy, the flower is healthy, so you don't want to cut below this, so you just want to cut it here. So now only a healthy flower is left here. Similarly, if you look at this, so this flower is dead, this is still healthy, so you go back from here and you see there is a bud coming here and there is a flower growing here, so you just want to cut here. So you've removed the dead flower, but you have left the good flower here. Now here is an example that I wanted to show you. If you look at this, all these flowers, they are coming out of this stem. So you would think that I should just cut this stem here. But if you look at this, here there is a bud growing. So you don't want to cut this whole stem. You just want to individually cut these flowers. Now, if you look at this, these 3 flowers are spent, and if you start to go down, here you see new buds forming. So you want to cut above that. You don't want to get rid of those buds. Same thing here. You know, these 3 flowers are spent. If you start to go down, you see that there is a bud coming here. So you want to cut above that. You don't want to cut off the new buds. Here you can see my buds of paradise, and you can see that many flowers are spent, you know, they are done blooming. So I can prune them off, and actually I should prune them off. So you have to figure out where you want to prune the flower. So if you just cut below the flower, then the stem is going to dry up and it will stick out and will not look good. So you want to remove the whole stem. But if you look at it carefully here, let me show you the close-up. So I want to prune this flower, but you see here, a new leaf is coming right at this point. So you don't want to go down. You want to prune it from here. So that this leaf that keeps on growing. So that is true for every flower. So if you look at this, so there is this leaf coming. So that's where you prune. If you look at this one, so this is where the leaf is coming. So you prune just above that. And here are my roses. So these are growing in bunches. So you know, you can see that all the flowers are spent. So you can just go down and prune it, you know, to a healthy leaflet. You want to, instead of cutting individual flowers, you can just cut off the whole branch. So this branch is kind of coming in the way, you know, if you walk past, then you have to make sure that you avoid this because it has thorns. So when this bunch is done, I'm going to prune it way back there so that it doesn't come in the way. So while you are deadheading the flowers, you can also kind of prune your shrub a little bit. So I hope this video was useful to you. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. And I'll see you next time. Happy gardening. Bye.